Hello everyone, it's Outrider here and welcome to another video, and I'm wearing the hat because I've got corona hair. I'm here to talk to you today about the Black Series and, to be more exact, the Black Series Mandalorian figures. So, I've been picking up a few of these. I've picked up 4 of the main characters so far, and today I'm going to talk to you about 2 of them. So first up, we're going to talk to you about the, I don't know if it's a Target or a GameStop exclusive, or Walmart, one of them. It's an American exclusive anyway. IG11. Now this is of course the droid that's based on the mould of IG88 that we see in The Empire Strikes Back. And we've had a figure of IG88 before. IG11 has a slightly darker, more metallic paint finish, and it's a lovely figure. I haven't experienced the first figure in the Black Series. This was a new mould for me as such, and it's a great thing. I really enjoy it. It comes with 2 accessories. So it comes with a blaster pistol, very Stormliker-esque, and it comes with a rifle. Both got a bit of dry brushing on there. Really nice. He has some lovely detail on the back and a holster for one of his weapons. And he is a really lovely looking figure. I love the head sculpt. I think that's absolutely amazing. I love the articulation on the thing, not because it's outstanding, but because of how well thought out it is. So the head can rotate, do a full 360. His arms can do a full 360 on a really soft ratchet. Then you have a ball joint outwards, like that. You have a bend at the elbow that's covered by these wire, rubber kind of pads or covering, and I think that works really well. He struggles to hold a 45-degree angle, but you can get about that far on him, which is really cool. You get some rotation on that as well, but you get nothing at the wrist. Legs don't go out, they just literally go forward and back that far, no movement out whatsoever. You get a bend at the knee, and you get some rockers on, moving backwards and forwards on the feet, and that is it. I love all the wires that are stuck on it. You need to be quite careful of him. I love how this looks leather, blatantly rubber, but it looks really leathery, and I think he's a really lovely figure. His guns are a unique way of holding them. There is a little hole in the end, and there is a little port here, and you just plug them on, like so. And same with this one, there is a little hole. And plug it on. And he is a really cool looking figure. You can also take one of the guns and stick it in the holster, like so. You can have that look going on, and that's kind of the look that I'll go for. Kind of a walking stance with him. He's really cool. I really like him. I hadn't really messed about with him before today, and probably because it's one of those things where you end up buying too much, and you buy the next thing and you focus on that more than the thing that you've actually just picked up. Now this is really hard to come across in the UK. I managed to get mine from In Demand Toys, because for I think it was £28, which is a lot of money for what this is. But the only reason I got it that cheap was because the box was damaged. So yeah, it's an expensive one, but if you are going to try and get the entire Mandalorian cast at 6-inch, is a must, because I think this was probably one of my favourite characters from the show. Amazing. So there is IG11. So this is a figure that I almost pre-ordered back in the day, before Christmas. Missed out, couldn't get him anywhere, price went through the roof. Lucky for me, they did a reissue, so I didn't make the same mistake, and it is the Mandalorian. So this is the reissue, the second run of the figure. I missed out first time round, and it's lovely. So this is the Mandalorian from the first episode. I think it actually covers up to the third episode until he replaces this part of the armour. In fact, I think because he hasn't got his silver arm piece on, this is just the Mandalorian from the first episode. But it's cool nevertheless, you can tell who exactly he is, and he is a wonderful looking figure. Let's jump straight into articulation. His head can do a full 360, and it's got some decent movement up and down. He's got this rubber cape which isn't attached anywhere, it just is held on by the head. It's okay. I would have preferred cloth cape, but it's okay. Arms can do a full 360 and you get a 45-degree bend at the elbow. Wrists have that movement and can do a full 360. Legs can go out that far. Forward and back about that far. Double joint on the knee by the look of it, yep. And also we have some rockers and the feet can go forward, backwards and forward a little bit. Now, I don't know if this is just me, but does that thumb look a little bit off? I don't know if that's meant to be like that. I suppose it is. Maybe it's because this hand looks a little bit more what I'm used to seeing. But I think this thumb has been moulded this way in order to hold this gun a little bit better. So let's talk about accessories while we're on that. So we have his rifle, which is pretty cool. Got this part here that sticks out that looks like an ammo clip, but it has a purpose. And we have his pistol. These can both be stored on him. So you can pop his pistol in his pistol case here, which, as always with these things, it's always difficult to try and get these things pegged back in afterwards. And his rifle, there is storage for that as well. On his back, there are this peg here, and also that peg there, and the ammo, sorry, not peg, port there. And there's this big peg that looks like an ammo clip, fits in there like so, I believe, and it fits on the back like that. Now that isn't the most securest of fits. It does tend to fall out when you're posing him, just to make you aware of that. And of course he can hold his rifle as well. Just get that in his hand, and he can hold his rifle. Now you can't really get a decent, you can kind of get that look going, but you can't get it proper into the shoulder, and the articulation doesn't let you do that, unfortunately. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can get that look. I mean, that's okay. I've just, basically what I did is I moved the shoulder joint around. It was quite tight, that one. But yeah, that looks okay actually. I take that back completely. It is a lovely figure. He can also hold his pistol. We're all going to display him with a rifle, let's face it, because that's the weapon that is absolutely stunning in the show. It is a wonderful, wonderful figure. This head sculpt, I'll just move this out of the way a little bit. This head sculpt is beautiful. It's got a little bit of dirt on there. Not the best applied, but you know what, for a mainline figure, it's great. It's got a bit of silver plate here. Oh, I forgot to say as well, you do get a slight rotation and a arc crunch there, very slightly. But because of these belts and everything, which I don't think you can take off, you can't get that much of the movement. That pose actually looks quite cool, I have to say. Maybe that's how I'll have him posed now on. He's a fun little figure, and I'm happy I picked him up. I'm really enjoying the Mandalorian stuff. I'm really enjoying the Black Series stuff. And I've got a couple more of these to review. I've got Cara Dune, and I've got the Heavy Duty Mandalorian. I was going to do these all in one video, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to split this up a little bit, as the other two figures I've had for a while. So this is how they look together. Really, really cool. I love the show. And you can have loads and loads of fun with these. I think they do display really, really well. Really, really strongly. I'm really looking forward to getting the child, Baby Yoda. I think that's going to be amazing to add to the collection. And yeah, it's just, if you're not into Black Series 6-inch, and I really wasn't until recently, even though I appreciate a lot of the figures, I still think it's amazing if you're into the Mandalorian that you could just pick up this subline if you really wanted to, which I think is really cool. There's a handful of figures out at the moment. I think I've missed a couple. I'm sure there was a Jabba, an Off-World Jabba, which I will pick up at some point to go along with this little Mandalorian display. There is another Mandalorian coming out. It's been announced. That is the version with his full armour and his backpack, which will be really, really cool. I don't know if that unmasks as well, because we had that scene where IG11 took his mask off. Spoiler alert there. But I'm sure most of us have seen it now anyway. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Nice to do a review of some Star Wars stuff. Until next time, I've been Zort Rider. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll catch you again soon.